Soon, soon you'll be gone, and I'll never have to play them again. Hello all, Munch here. You've caught me in a good mood today, and not just because we're third in the table and only 4 points off of Man United in first. Oh my god. Second reason is Huddersfield are 17th. There is a chance that they may get relegated if this season carries on the way it's going, and then we may never have to play them again. Disclaimer, I have no problem with Huddersfield in real life. It is literally just in this FM save with West Ham. So, to run you through how we've been getting on since that defeat against Man United in the league and a 2-0 win against Bilbao or in the Europa League, things have been pretty good. We've played 8 games and won 7 of them. The only loss coming in the Carabao Cup to Crystal Palace. Moise Keane had a little purple patch. A 3-0 win against West Brom saw him get 2 goals and Fiat Arp continue his good goal scoring form. Keane then actually got the consolation of that 3-1 defeat to Crystal Palace. Then we've beaten Swansea away 3-1, Bilbao away, Leeds away, Newcastle at home, Cologne in a classic 4-3 away, Brenner getting himself another hat-trick. This boy has got a superb goals to minute ratio this season, and I think I finally found a way to get the 2 up top working, which I will show you in a minute. The other impressive result comes in the last game where we actually beat Liverpool 2-0 at home. Jordan Henderson got sent off in 25 minutes for a terrible 2-footed tackle on Arp, and then subsequent Arp actually got up and got us ahead pretty much like a minute after. I think it was from the actual following highlight, and then he doubled up on 55. Arp's stats are pretty good actually, you have to say. 11 starts in the league with 2 substitute appearances, 10 goals, 5 assists. The boy is doing very well right now. Yet to score in the Europa League, but he's not really played. As you can see, only 1 start in those games. Today could go a long way to deciding how we get on with the top 4. We take on struggling Arsenal, who are actually down 10th in the league, so they're not doing brilliantly, and then we follow up with high-flying Southampton, who are just behind us in the league in 4th position, doing very, very well. I think if we can win this Arsenal game, we can really start to consider ourselves favourites to get into the top 4, because that will put us up to a 12-point gap from them. And even now, we have got a little bit of a buffer down to Chelsea, well, not to Chelsea, but to Liverpool in 6th. There's a 7-point buffer already. It is still early in the season, but so far things are going quite well. Just realised I've actually started the episode not on the day of the match, so bear with me, folks. Hello viewers, so day of the match. As you can tell, we've actually not beaten Arsenal yet in this save. They're in decent form, we are in excellent form with winning our last 5 games, so I'm hoping that we can really put an end to our poor form against them today. Moise Keane is actually out for 5 to 10 days, but fortunately for us, Thorgan Hazard has been in sensational form recently and is now playing in our left wing position. And yes, there's been a slight change of formation. It is sort of like a 4-4-2, but not really. It's a 4-2-4. We're just going for teams now. This is the way. I've decided that I can't not have Brenner starting. He's played so well since I brought him in, and him and Arp seem to do very well together as a pair. Danny Drinkwater has also now really solidified himself a place in the starting lineup, playing really well at the moment. Him and Milner have got a nice little understanding going. This is a risky formation to play against Arsenal, because I feel that they're going to dominate the ball quite a lot. But we have to just try and do what we can to beat them, really. We've played 4-3-3 beforehand. It hasn't worked. Now we have to try something a bit different. I'm going to tell the guys to pick up where they left off. No messing today, we're going to get straight into it. Aubameyang is the man we need to stop. He has scored 5 goals against us in the 3 games that we have played against him. We could get completely overrun in the midfield, but we might just be able to take advantage of the fact that their defence is not fantastic. 3 minutes in, we already have our first highlight, and it's looking frighteningly like Arsenal have a chance here as Hazard hoofs the ball long. Doesn't go very far, it goes to Mamana. Fair enough. Oh, hello. This is what we are good at, though, now. The counter-attack. Arp is going to get on the ball. He's got a nice understanding with Brenner if he plays that in. Lovely touch from Brenner. Must be 1. Oh, great save from Cech. How is he still playing? How old is Peter Cech now? 37. I thought Cech probably would have retired by now. Maybe we can take advantage of those old loins. Excuse me. Lacazette's got in behind Aaron Cresswell, who notoriously does pretty shite against Arsenal. What a tackle that is on Irving Lozano. It's last-ditch defending, but it's good last-ditch defending. Our defensive record actually hasn't been that bad. We've actually got the 5th best defence in the league and with the 3rd best attack. There's a corner. Now, we don't often score from corners. Are we going to here? No, the head's just over. He always gets to the corners, but he barely ever actually finishes the chances he gets, as there's a note that we're being overrun in the midfield. I had a feeling that would happen. It's the highlight from the kickoff, so I'm not expecting anything, but I was right not to expect anything because nothing has happened. And as I say that, there's a corner to Arsenal. They knock the ball out to Lozano. He's got that turn of pace and the trickery. What a goal from Irving Lozano. That's it's a bit disappointing, isn't it? We just don't get tight to him from the corner. He's got that pace to beat him, man. He just shows us a clean pair of heels there. And that's not what we want to see. That's not what I wanted to see. Okay, right. I think we're going to go a bit drastic. Solanke is going to come on. He's going to go into that centre forward role. We'll put Brenner on attack, and we're going to move Lanzini not into the deep line playmaker. We're going to move him into the midfield. He can be our advanced playmaker. Get him on attack, and we're going to mix it up a bit more. No more short passing. We're going to mix it up. We're going to try and maybe go a bit more direct. Actually, I think that's what we need right now. I think if it stays like this until 70 minutes, we'll go attacking. But there is a highlight straight away. Now, has the change been good, or has this just made our task a lot harder? They're going to get on the overlap there. No, we're not. Aaron Cresswell with a lovely tackle. He's on a yellow, so I might have to take him off soon. Arp knocks it to Brenner. Don't shoot yet. Solanke. Oh, why? Lanzini's not been at it this year. He's just not playing to the level that I was expecting. I think he was always going to have a little bit of a dip in form after last year. You couldn't have maintained how well he was playing, but not like this. He's playing at like 6.3, 6.3, 6.4 every game. He has intercepted the ball there though. And Danny Drinkwater knocks it over the top. Now Brendan's got the pace to deal with them here. He's knocked it up. Don't shoot just yet. We need to work it a bit more. Brenner. Oh, God sake. Oh, we deserve to be level. And I think it seems a bit silly, but he's just not playing that well at the moment. So Fornals is going to come on for Lanzini, who has been disappointing today. Cresswell gets tight to Lacazette. Don't get too tight, Aaron. If you go down to 10 men, mate, we really are in trouble. And then to Aubameyang. This is not good. We need to get the ball back. Fernandez to Villena. He knocks out to Kolasinac. Lozano's into this is a goal. Lozano, Lacazette. They've had maybe 2 highlights. 2 goals. We've had about 5 highlights. No goals. It's a good header from Lacazette, but Heradeki's got to save that. He's got to save it. He's got to save that, I'm afraid. That's really poor goalkeeping. I'm a little bit disappointed. It's just we just seem to bottle it every time we have a chance of really getting somewhere. We just bottle it so badly. And that's a nice ball from Milner over to Solanke to Brenner. Oh, it's 2-1 and there's still 2 minutes to go. Brenner gets yet another goal. Well done, that man. His 10th of the season apparently already. Well done, pal. Johnny Otto. Johnny just knocked it to Milner. A lovely ball from Jim over the top. Solanke, I love the way that Solanke. I thought that Heradeki's keeping up one end was poor. Look at that from Czech. Where was that earlier? Oh my God, there's a highlight straight away from the kickoff. Bellerin, this has got a 3rd goal written all over it. Or maybe not. Yeah, it does. Oh, they're so. We're so annoying. It's so irritating. FIFA kickoff glitches have come into Football Manager. Bellerin played a nice ball through. It was well played by De Ligt to clear it, but I mean, the marking, non-existent. You give yourself a chance of getting back in the game, and they just F it up straight afterwards. This is the risk of playing the formation. I said it is that we're going to be open. We are going to concede chances, but we're going to make chances. And normally I back our front. Our strikers against most as well, because I feel we've got a really good potent strike force, but today they've let me down and I am unamused. I'm going to tell the boys that they were unlucky. I don't mean it. No, I don't mean it, because we made chances but we just didn't take them, and I don't know if that's luck or if that's being poor, and that has knocked us out of the top 4. Chelsea now overhaul us and go into 4th position. Gunners strike lucky indeed. Seen a few things on social media about my formation selections. Conrad McManus said, "We've got a chance of doing well playing 4-1-2-3 DM wide." Thanks Conrad. Chris McDermott said, 4-1-2-3 DM wide has proved worthwhile so far. Maybe they're telling me something. We're going to go 4-2-4 or 4-4-2 with advanced wingers. They're playing 4-4-2, so theoretically we shouldn't really lose the midfield battle today. I've got aggressive to the team and told them I want a better performance than the one against Arsenal because that really pissed me off. I've got a lot of determined characters in the team, and that's usually a good way of getting on with it. And Brenda's already through, and he's literally smashed one straight over the bar. Unlucky, mate, but that is the start that I wanted. We have a corner. Cresswell knocks it in. Delit. One day he's going to score from a corner. One day. There's another corner. Delit. This time he tees it to Drinkwater, who hits it against his mat and they'll win that down it. God, this is bad. They're doing so well in the league, Southampton being 3rd. I need to figure out why they are where they are. This has got problems written all over it. Herodecki. Come on, play a good pass, not a crap one. That's an okay ball. Danny Drinkwater. Can we build something here? They're really pressing us, Saints, and that's good because spaces will appear if we play our good football and nick it around. Nice from Hazard to Arp. Not brilliant from Arp. Poor from Romeo. Brenner, that's the boy. Poacher supreme. Brenner gets another goal to add to his wonderful debut season in a West Ham shirt. I am delighted we got this boy. Absolutely horrendous pass from Romeo, so we'll see it again here in 3 dimensions. Arp's on the ball. Romeo just doesn't look. I mean, if he did, even if he just, just even a sideways glance, you'll see that Brenner's there. He's undercooked it so much that you give you food poisoning. And that is a sensational finish from the young man. I am happy with this. Well done, boys. Come on, press him. Win that ball back. Romeo to Scott Arfield to Meister. Meister, he's knocked it back to Arfield. That's a good ball down the line. I can see the ball across, and he hasn't squared it. That's a poor bit of play from Meister. And we're getting a little bit lucky there. Time to go back to control. Let's just calm it down a bit. Get hold of the ball. Play our game. Brendan's taking the kick, which I find fascinating. He's knocked it to Hazard, knocks it to Danny Drinkwater, and it's 2-0. And apparently the assist goes to Brenner, which I find interesting, seeing as Hazard knocked it down clearly. So who cares? At the end of the day, it's 2-0, and you'd like to think that this is game over, but we're never too sure. Maybe it didn't come off Hazard. It looked like it was going towards him, but I think it bounced off of Redmond. So fair enough to give it to Brenner. The biggest surprise in this episode is that Fiat Arp hasn't scored a goal yet. He's been in such good form all season. Basically, when he plays, he scores. But it's been a full 135 minutes of Fiat Arp and not one goal. Not even seen him that much, to be fair. He's not really done a lot. Southampton just signed all of Burnley's team. I've just noticed they've got Scott Arfield, Ben Mee, James Tarkowski. Literally, they've just gone off and signed the entire Burnley squad. That's a brilliant ball from Hazard to Brenner. Oh, Brenner. Kenneth, it's 2. Right, I think this calls for it now. Now that he's done... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, go on. Kenneth Brenner, you are. Hesitant to say it, but there's a touch of the R9s about him. There's a touch of the old Brazilian Ronaldos about him. Whisper it quietly. Hazard turns inside and he's found Brenner, who plays a lovely ball up back to Brenner. Brenner is through on goal, and it's a good save from Fraser Forster. It's yet another highlight to us here. We're rampant today. Lenglet, just heading over from a Lanzini cross. Lanzini quiet again today. It's nice to know that not everything has to go through him for us to have a really good game. 90 minutes approaching, 4 minutes of added on time. The game's been done for quite a while now. I'm just enjoying how dominant it actually is. James Tarkowski gets a yellow card. Is there a chance we can add a 4th? I feel we deserve one. I'd love Brenner to get a hat-trick, or for Arp to get a goal. As Johnny whips the ball in. He's won it here. Orsolini, is he going to have a shot? He has. Arp. Hazard tees it back. Orsolini. Oh, it's a wonderful goal. It is for... Hazard gets another assist. Orsolini with a lovely finish into that... Well, I'd say lovely finish. It's bounced off about 3 different people and then gone in. Orsolini hit it first. Oh, fell to Arp. Hazard showed good composure. I tell you what, he's literally just spanked that and Forster just couldn't get his hands behind the power. And Orsolini finishes a lovely move. And this is the kind of football we've been playing while we've been off camera. I'm just irritated that bloody Arsenal game, we didn't show it and we weren't clinical enough compared to this. And that is full time. A 4-0 win against top 4 rivals. That's harsh for me to do it in quotation marks, but I can't see Southampton being there at the end of the season, especially if they play like that. They've been on a good run, but we put it to the sword. I'm going to tell everyone that we're delighted with that. I really am. I'm going to tell Brenner in particular that he was brilliant, and he does not care one jot. He's a cool customer, is Brenner. He doesn't take well to praise, probably because he holds very high standards of himself. But that must have done us the world of good. We're back into third. We're 7 points behind United now, so I think it's safe to say that the title is not going to happen. But we're level on points to City, 2 points ahead of Chelsea and Southampton. Hopefully that Southampton result will knock the stuffing out of them a little bit and they'll begin to fall away. So really, when you're looking at the other competitors, you're looking at Arsenal, Liverpool, maybe Palace. They beat us 3-1, very good going forward. Zaha was excellent, and Emery Moore up front also very, very difficult to contain. So we might actually watch their game in the later on in the season because they're a good watch. But either way, I'm very happy with the way the episode's gone. What we're going to do for when we come back then. So I think the best thing to do is we're going to jump ahead a little bit. We're going to come back for whoever we get in the FA Cup third round, because we don't watch a lot of FA Cup third round ties, to be fair. And then we'll also have Watford away in the Premier League. It's been a while since we showed them in this save, so let's get them on board. And hopefully by then we'll also have a better idea of what we need in terms of the transfer market for the January transfer window. Leave me any comments, let me know where you think the team could use a little bit of improvement. I'm actually very happy with the way that we're doing. Maybe a replacement for James Milner or a backup to James Milner in the Mazzala position is really where I think we're struggling a bit. Fornals is okay there, but he's not brilliant, and neither is Danny Drinkwater. I want Danny to be the kind of deep line playmaker or halfback. I don't really want him getting too advanced. So I think maybe another central midfielder that's a little bit more attack-minded and creative is the way to go. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe, and until I see you again, stay cool. Cheers.